lovelies, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy the next video. I hope you see something that you like, that you learn something that you want to try, or that you have questions that you would want to do the research and see if it's something you want to do. Alrighty, enjoy the video. Okay, let me turn on the spinner. And let me pour some in a cup so I can mix the colorants in there. Okay, so now my hands are getting ready to get messy, so I won't be able to answer any questions if there are any questions, but I'll make sure to answer once the video has been closed. And I'm just going to take my hand and wipe it on the vase. Make sure I get the underside. And, you know, I could really stop right here, meaning don't add any other colors, because this is pretty all in itself. The jet black with those shimmers, that mica powder giving it that shimmer. Oh, I haven't worked with epoxy. I know it's probably been over a year or so. And I used to work with it all the time. This might be my first time since I've moved to Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm making sure that every surface is covered. And it is. And as it spins, the epoxy will self-level and it'll drip off the excess. Okay. So that is that part. I'm going to take off them gloves because they're messy. And I'm going to add some white paint into and you generally have about 45 minutes of open time before you can't work with your project anymore. Okay, let's see how, if this spray paint will act right. Okay. And that's probably too much of the silver. I don't need that much. Because there's one thing about metallics. They will take over a project. So you use that sparingly.
Okay, so I'm just going to take this. This might need a little more epoxy because it's not as thin as I would like it. I've added too much of the acrylic paint. Okay, let's see what we got here. And you just, there's no rhyme to reason how you put this on here, because as it spins, it's just going to do its thing. Okay. I may need a little bit more of the silver spray paint because that's kind of translucent and I want it to show. Okay, that's better. That is better. I'm loving the way that looks. Alright, let me take this glove off so I can work with the heat gun. It probably get a little loud in here. And that's and I just put a little heat on there to, one, pop any air bubbles and also to help the color move. You see them swirls on there? I love that effect. And like I said, you cannot duplicate this. There's no way. If I take that other vase and try to do this, the paint going to run where it want to run. I love that. Oh my goodness. I could just, if I'm stressed out, there's two things that brings me to center. Brushing in rhinestones and watching this on the spinner. What doesn't look right? What you see, Tanya? And I would leave this on the spinner for about 6 hours. There you go. Trust the process. Because how it starts, it don't necessarily finish that way because, what I wanted to say. I'll leave this spinning for 6 hours. And by that time, the epoxy should stop dripping. It should stop running. And I'll leave it on the turner overnight and take it off tomorrow. Which one? The white one, the silver one? The white one was too thick and I added some more clear epoxy to it. I added too much acrylic. Let's get closer. Like Atlantic Star says, closer than most. Look at them swirls. You see that sparkle in there? That sparkle is complement of this mica powder. Super sparkles. And that gives me that shimmer effect. Because like I said, I don't like working with glitter and epoxy because you gotta, because glitter is rough. Oh no, the clear is fine because you mix together equal parts A and B. But as you see, I mixed together too much. My first calculation was correct, which was 2 ounces. But I mixed together 4 ounces. And normally I would have my my keychain mold, but I forgot to bring it in from the shed, and I could have poured this epoxy into a keychain mold. But anywho, I'll see how much I have left over so I know how much to put on my next vase. I'm loving the way that's looking. I'm loving the way it's looking. Look at that. And it didn't take long. I don't know what time. Let me see. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 7:30 p.m. Did that answer your question?
Yes. Okay, it's 7:30. But I probably
Great.
didn't get
Thank
started
you.
until 10 after. So 20 minutes. I think the setup takes more than the outcome. And I'm basically finished. That's it. And this is the underside. I love that. That is so pretty. Like I said, I can look at this all day and it just relaxes me. It just relaxes me. Ooh, this is going to look pretty on my dresser. Well, alrighty, that's all I got for y'all this evening. Like I said, I like quick and easy tutorials. Not too many steps. And voila. Voila. So you see it's still dripping. So if I wanted to work with it, I got about 15 more minutes, but I'm done. I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with that. So I appreciate y'all coming online this evening and watching my tutorial. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. And tomorrow is Friday, y'all. Thank God it's Friday. Alrighty, bye-bye. Look at that. That looks gorgeous. Alrighty. Bye-bye.